Now we do know steak and salad, pretty popular. I am getting a bit unusual. I'm sort of trying to sell it to you, aren't I? Anyway, I'm doing a really nice steak and it's sort of got an Italian feel to it. Actually, when I say that, I'm actually using sherry vinegar, which is a Spanish speciality, but you can use red wine vinegar. So if you wanted a real Italian, oh, shut up, Ian. Jesus, I go on, don't I? Anyway, a steak, nice piece of porterhouse, about 300 grams. And I've marinated it very briefly in a little bit of rosemary, some olive oil and some lemon juice. Now don't marinate it for too long, because if you do, what will happen is that lemon juice will cook it, and we don't want that. And I haven't seasoned it in the marinade, because even though I would normally season it in the marinade, what will happen is the salt will bring out the juices. So now that I've put it on the grill, an unoiled grill and quite hot, and just lift it up when you put it on, just to make sure it doesn't stick. Next thing, a nice salad. Tagliata means sliced, I think. Now, if it doesn't, you're allowed to write into me or email me. See, I'm showing my age when I start talking about write into me. You're allowed to email and tell me I'm completely stupid and tagliata does not mean cut or slice, but I think it does. Anyway, the point about it is it also has a lovely salad. Some cucumber there, just cut in halves, some spring onions in pieces, radishes and cherry tomatoes, just sliced up, some olives, and also some Italian parsley leaves, you know, the flat leaf, and just the leaves like that. That is my green, which I always really enjoy. But let's keep an eye on our steak. Now please don't overcook it, and as I said, I'll just put a little bit of marinade on like that as it cooks, and we'll cook that to about medium rare, and what we will then do is we'll pull it off and leave it for 5 to 10 minutes just to settle. You know the story, because I've told it to you before, and I'm going to bore you, but I'm going to repeat it, is when it settles, what actually happens, the juices settle right through it rather than being in the centre, because the heat pushes them into the centre. I've told you this before. Anyway, do leave it for 5 or 10 minutes, then we'll dress the salad, then we'll finish off the dish. Alright, we're looking pretty good. The steak's been sitting there for, 5 or so minutes. Now I'm going to use some of this marinade to dress this salad, because it's a shame to waste it, because it's got some rosemary and some garlic, lemon, all the good things, and some sherry vinegar, as I mentioned before. Not too much, although sherry vinegar is a delightful condiment. I love it. And then toss that up rather well. Oh, the smell of that cherry vinegar. I'm sorry, I'm waxing lyrical about vinegar, but oh, it's beautiful. Love it. And I'm just going to serve this on a board. You can serve it on anything you like, but I actually quite like the idea of a board for this. Make sure you get a nice mixture of your ingredients, and you don't cover the whole board. You leave some space, because the whole thing about it, I suppose, really at the end of the day, you want to see the wood. That's the reason you're doing it on a board. And make sure it's well dressed. There's nothing worse than a salad that doesn't gleam. Right, let's have a look at our steak. Just cut it slightly on the diagonal. Any of those juices that you've got there, please don't waste them. That's why I put it on a plate, so I can use some of those. And I'm also going to add a little bit of horseradish sour cream, just to give it a bit of piquancy. Some sour cream and some creamed horseradish, which you can just buy in a much or as little as you like. I'll finish that sentence. You can buy in a bottle in the supermarket, and just mix that up. Sometimes it's not quite thin enough, so you add a little bit of water, because I'm going to flick it over the top, and I don't want big dollops. I want it to flick. Now I always serve any extra sour cream left over, I always serve it on the side. I have to say it, I am actually rather proud of that. I reckon it looks good, and I can promise you it's going to taste good. Maybe it's a little bit better than just steak and salad. A lot better. And to serve with that, let's whack in a really nice glass of Rochefort Yarra Valley Pinot Noir. That'll go beautifully with that.